Come on.
Burn the boat in the kingdom, can't turn around. We're lighting up the night, shaking up the ground. Excuses and flames, yeah, we're breaking free. One big fire, this is our legacy.
Welcome. One Big Fire. Welcome to the podcast. I don't even know what episode this is, dude, but Jay Kinder, what's happening, my friend? Yeah. Welcome back to the United States from Mexico.
Yes, baby. Yeah, Cabo was good, man. It was me and my wife's anniversary, so we went a couple days early, and yeah, man, there was no cartel or any of that kind of garbage. It was all good, man. Good vibes.
Good. Yeah, last year when we went, we had a blast. Had a great meal with everybody. I'm glad you and Amber were able to go. But we sat this one out. We had a lot of stuff, other stuff, kind of bookending this. We're actually heading to Italy in about 3 weeks now. Oh, never been across the pond. So,
dude, that's awesome, man. Let me know how it goes, because my daughter, for her birthday, because we took her to New York for her last birthday, she thinks she's getting a trip for her birthday. I'm like, that's not exactly how birthdays work. But she's like, well, I want to go to Paris. Well, one of the EXP cons is in Paris, and I was like, maybe. But I ain't never been across the pond either, so I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, you have it. Okay. Yeah. I'm most excited about the food. Every person I know that spent, Chuck and Angela, they spent, I think, like 3 weeks or a month over, like not just in Italy, but around there. But everyone eats their face off and gains no weight. Sometimes they actually come back weighing less. That's how good the food is, not just good taste-wise, but like good quality is off the charts. So I'm excited about it, man.
Cool, man.
So we got a short period of time. We're going to squeeze a bunch in. These conferences are always great, especially, stuff that Brent puts on, the One Big Fire. The theme of this podcast is the same theme of Cabo and a lot of Brent's, because it's about putting everybody's fires together and making one big fire. In case you didn't ever put that together, that's why we call this the name of our podcast. But yeah, I want to hear, like, we literally haven't called since you got back from Cabo. Do a quick download.
I haven't
got my Kinder download. So I know because I was getting text messages like, oh my God. So top three, baby. Let's start with one.
Yeah, man. Number one, and this was the theme of the whole event. And I can't say this emphatically enough. The next wave is coming. Every ounce of my being and every conversation I'm having and every text in my phone is saying the same thing. The next wave is here, period. Like, I got goosebumps, like, to the point. I don't even know how to put into words the number of people that are coming, that everybody that I know, man, like, it's nuts. So that is something that I've been saying it all last year. I did a presentation in Cabo last year, and I made the case for why the next wave is coming. And I feel like I've been on, like, the front of the tip of, the front of the boat, up here seeing everything that's coming. And now I'm in it. I'm like, y'all, we are in it right now. And so I feel it. That is the first thing I would say, is the next wave is coming. Now, I don't know that everyone sees what I'm seeing from the front, but I know that the next wave is coming. And that's my big takeaway. It's not so much about Cabo. They all kind of feel it. And what I sense from, last year they announced co-sponsorship, right? And I said, I went into my room and I didn't come out of my room because I was afraid that I was going to tell people what I was doing. And I wanted to keep my powder dry, because I said, if everybody knows what I'm about to do, it's going to be I'm not ready for that yet. So this co-sponsor thing gets announced last year. The whole company's dynamic changes. Now you can help an agent in so many ways by bringing in a co-sponsor. It changed the whole dynamic of how we grow. And I think the year that went by was people figuring out, hey, this is who has a system, who has a process, who has value that they can actually add, that I can leverage. And that ignited a lot more people that the possibility and the opportunity was back. So that, you know, as that has materialized and actually, I think there's a little bit of time that has to get, you know, hey, how are we going to do this? What's the best way? And who has, most people don't have systems and processes. So, you know, you can say, hey, I'm going to, you know, I'm going to co-sponsor with this person. But there was no system. You just had that recruit already. And then you just added someone to it. You didn't use it as leverage to change anything. You didn't have a system for how you were having more conversation. None of that existed. You know, I think that we built all that and had all that already, and then we made an offer that's is irresistible. And I was talking to Jason Williford yesterday, and you know, he's deep into marketing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was one of our best students, the best operator that we've had from an NAEA and boot camp and training agents, and you know, that side of it. I told I won't get into all the details of who we were on with, but some really good honey badgers of ours were trying to get Jason, and they were trying to bring him into the fold with what they're doing. And Williford I said, he's the best operator that I know. If you can get him, you should get him, but he should have came for the opportunity all along. Well, he's been deep into marketing, deep into it, working with Jay Abraham, doing all this big stuff and things, and kind of a lot of the stuff that we used to do back in the day with Abraham and stuff like that. But he's a good marketer. And once I told him what we're doing, he goes, you have an irresistible offer. And I said, dude, I've read all the books and I've done everything in them. And I ain't never had an offer that was an irresistible offer. Truthfully, like to the point that you got the fish are jumping in the boat. And so he picked up on that from a marketer's perspective that, okay, well, that changes everything. When you got an offer that's irresistible, then that changes the opportunity. Well, I'm seeing that in everybody that sees the offer. So, okay, y'all see what's happening? Everybody that sees this says, yes, this has never happened before. Y'all get on the boat. Let's go. And so it's been that, you know, I've been kind of seeing that, but there's the second thing that I would say, the first thing is the next wave is coming, and they were probably coming even not knowing what they don't know. The second thing I would say is that people are now seeing the opportunity like they saw it in 2017, the way we saw it. That I have not seen and felt across a larger group of people in a long time. Whereas I think we went the last 3 years, not maybe so much last year, but certainly the 2 years before that, we probably all felt like, man, we might have just got here at the right time, and this might be where we got it to here, and maybe I don't know how we're going to get it to the next level, right? And so it felt like it feels like people now recognize that this is the opportunity of their lifetime, more so than Drew probably be on here in a minute. Drew McGinnis has texted me every 5 minutes. We tried to get Drew for 8 years. And now he's here. And so there's a lot more people like that are, I feel like the really, like, if you could pick out of the lineup, the top people you'd want to have come over here and help build, those people are either here now or they're on their way here. And that, it's one thing to have agents come in to give them help for growing their business. It's another thing when people come here because they see the true opportunity in this. And they've tried this one over there. People, other companies are competitors, and it ain't working. And then they see, hey man, we could all be one big fire partnered together, and you guys have already built everything. Man, I might have to leave that 150,000 stock and come back. And so I just haven't seen that level of people getting the opportunity in a long time. So those are the first two things. I mean, you've been deep in the weeds. Keep your powder dry. I'll let you tell what you've been working on some different things, but certainly a momentum and a feeling I haven't had since 2017, 2018.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think as you were saying that and kind of going through like where you feel like we're at right now, obviously, I mean, and I know you agree with this, but co-sponsorship was everything, because now it gave us an opportunity to collaborate with people who they normally wouldn't have collaborated or called us. Now, a lot of agents called us and asked us for help, even if they weren't in our line, even if we had no financial interest in helping them, we helped them anyway. We did that for 7 years before co-sponsor. the 8th year when co-sponsorship came, it just opened the gates up and said, okay, yeah, you can do this. Not only can you do this, you're encouraged to do it. And that energy just kind of got kicked back. And that's why I believe that this next wave is coming, because now we're able to not just collaborate with the people, our brothers and sisters in the Honey Badger Nation in the direct line, but now everything's blended. All of EXP, the entire company of EXP is Honey Badgers now. Yeah. And it's been big, dude. It's been huge. So like you had said, you mentioned Drew McGinnis. We talked to him. He's one of the first people I picked up and called 8 years ago.
Right.
Another gentleman who I won't mention his name because they haven't made any announcements or anything, but the brokerage we're working with in Ohio, like I was talking to them 7 years ago. I remember walking up and down the streets. I remember where I was in the restaurants I was in front of when I was first talking to that and now all of a sudden, so what that got me thinking is like, why? But the waves was okay. The first wave, if you didn't catch the first wave, I was too late. They go through all that, those mental gymnastics of trying to talk themselves on why it's not the opportunity. I remember people saying, I was 2 years into this. They're like, it's too late, right? And it's still not too late, but that's the story that they're telling themselves right now. And
that was certainly the last 3 years, 4 years probably, that people couldn't get their head around, man, I missed it. And but here's what go ahead, finish what you're going to say, because I want to hear the last piece.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Was there anything you wanted to add to that?
No, that was what I wanted to tail on with what you were sharing about where you feel we're going right now. And
well, here's what happened. So, oh man, I might have missed the opportunity, man. I'm too late. Meanwhile, 3 more years of the same shit you've been dealing with is not any better. And so it still ain't better where you're at and what you're doing. Was this a better opportunity for you 3 years ago? Yes. Is it still a better opportunity today? Yes. So are you going to do something about it now? And people are just to the point where, fuck, I guess I just need to do it. Like, I mean, it can't be no worse than nothing's changing here. It's only getting harder. You're in the whirlwind all day, every day. Everything we've done and gone through and rebuilt and done it again. And that didn't get no better for anybody. So they get to a place where, I mean, it don't matter if it's that much better or not. It's still an improvement, and that maybe I should do it. And so I think that feeling like you missed it versus the pain is big enough now that this has just got to be better. It's just, and we've been saying this for a long time. It's like, it's a matter of time. They're all coming. And it feels like that's where we're at, is that, okay, you can keep pedaling on that bike as long as you want, but it's still better over here. Like, no matter if you got only build 100 people or 1,000 people or 10,000 people, it's still a better bicycle than the one you're on. So, you can stay in that hamster wheel or get over here and be working towards something that might be better in 3 years or not. What do you want to do? Stay on your fucking hamster wheel? Like, I think people have just come to the realization is that it doesn't matter if you missed it or not. It's just better. And that's what it feels like anyway.
Yeah. Well, come join us on our live call. It's in 2 days, and you can actually see our playbook. I mean, we have zero secrets. And the funny thing is, when you do see our playbook, you're going to be like, wow, that's really amazing. But it's not rocket science. That's what these guys are doing, right? Like, here's our book.
Let me say this. All right. So Thursday, you'll give them the link to go get on. I do this call 1 time a week live, and I say I'll do this call unless I'm dead, and then I'm still going to do the call. Okay, so this is the one time you get to listen to it. Right, as of right now, there is no replay. There is no watch it on this website. You either come to this live call and see it live, or you don't get to see it. Now, I will say this: I challenge you to try to think of how you could do it better, because when you really truly see what the opportunity is, if you think you can go compete against this, I welcome you to the party, because it's going to blow your mind. It's going to blow, just like ChatGPT and all the AI has blown your mind at least 50 times this year. You're going to get on this webinar. You'll be like, are you effing kidding me? Like, it's the most, it's fun, man. So I can't wait.
You're an agent at Real, LPT, any of the Me Too, any of the companies that like modeled after EXP, come to the call. I mean, I'm assuming you're where you're at, Epic, because you want to recruit agents and want to build a semi-passive additional income stream, right? We're going to open up our playbook and show you exactly what we're doing.
You want to compete.
Don't come on to like join us. Just come on to steal it.
Yeah. If you,
look at it.
Please do.
And
please do.
Our competition. Like how many people, I don't know if I said this a week or two ago, but in a Super Bowl, when you're playing against the other team, right? And that other team, that coach, do you ever see a coach run across the field with their playbook and give it to the other coach before the game starts? Say, here, take some screenshots of this with your phone. No, they would never do that. But we're so confident that duplicating this is so difficult. We're inviting you to just come look at it. Come look at it. I just put the link in there, jetfuelleads.com/live.
Yeah.
Check
all right. Double dog dare you to try to knock it off.
Double dog dare you. I know you got to go, but we got some stuff next week. We've been keeping our powder dry on an opportunity. I'll just say this because I know you got to jump, and we'll let everybody off. We've said no to probably about 15 to 20 different mortgage opportunities, and we could have probably made a lot of money in any of them. But for the last 5-6 years, we've just said no, not the right opportunity, not the right partnership, and we believe we found it. So stay tuned. Next week, we're going to probably let the cat a little bit more out of the bag on that. If it's something you want to get a jump on, DM me, and we'll set up a call, and I'll let you guys in on it. But that's all we got today.
I got one last thing to finish with. Here's what I welcome competition. I love competition, and I don't like to lose. But what I'll tell you is that what anybody is up against is we wake up every day thinking about how do we make it better for real estate agents and never take a dime from you. And so it's super hard to win against a competitor that has no financial goal around taking money from real estate agents. And the only reason we're able to do that is because of the model. So just understand, we're just trying to help agents like we always have. We just don't need the money. So we just want to help you. And I can guarantee you AI makes it easier. Now, the next year, all you're going to see is every person that figures out how to use AI and help agents is going to be selling you something. We ain't ever going to sell you nothing. We're just trying to help you. So we're just trying to help. If you want our help, that's what it is. But as a competitor, super hard to figure out how to beat us.
Come on. We'll see you Thursday.
All right, buddy.
12 noon Central. Thanks, Jay.
I'm going to bring another brokerage on. I'll see you in probably a couple hours. All right, man. Later.